Passion is very important. Passion is the fuel that we need as an entrepreneur. Passion is that thing that keeps you going as an entrepreneur. No, fuel is what a car needs in order to move forward. Without fuel, a car cannot move. So passion is the fuel that every entrepreneur needs. Without passion, that business will just be like that job that you hated. But with passion, you'll be able to face your challenges. With passion, you'll be able to look at your fear in the eyes and you keep moving forward. Passion is that thing that keeps you awake in the middle of the night. With ideas upon ideas. Passion is that thing that you do with excitement. Passion is that thing that makes you feel alive. Passion is very important. Every entrepreneur, to be it innovator, be it creator, passion is very important. Even though there is this myth about entrepreneurship being all about money, but I'm telling you today, passion comes first. Because at the early stage of you starting that business, when you're not making profit, it is your passion that will keep you going. It is your passion that will make you persevere. Because without your passion, something you don't like, and you face, a challenge, what will you do? You give up and you pack it up and move to another one. But if it's something you truly have passion for, you would want to find every means to solve the problems. Passion is important. And I'm glad to share with you today that I am stepping into a light, into a passion that God has deposited in me, but I've been masking it, I've been suppressing it. And there's something about passion, no matter how long you suppress your passion, it will always find its way to the surface. No matter how much you mask it, it will always come to the surface. I'm glad today to announce to you that I'm stepping into my passion, into my light as a business coach. Now, this is something I've loved doing. I love, helping people. I love, especially business owners, because I understand the struggle. I know what you're going through. I understand every step. Before you say it, I know it because I must have gone through it. That today, I'm stepping into that light, into that path that God has prepared for me. Earlier this year, I prayed to God and I asked Him for guidance on this particular path. I asked Him to give me a sign that this path is meant for me, that this path is what I'm meant to do. Even though, people have been telling me, I would have friends, family, even till now, oh, Bukola, you're a good teacher. Oh, Bukola, you're this. But I keep masking it. But I keep doing it. I keep helping people. I keep, if they need help on a particular thing, I coach people, but just doing it because it is what I have passion for. It is something I do effortlessly. So I asked God for His guidance to show me sign, and God answered my prayer. And He showed me the sign. A total stranger that I've never met before. After watching my YouTube video, he sent me a message that I think you're going to be a great business consultant. I need your help. I have this business ideas, but I need someone to talk to. I've spoken to different people, but I keep getting confused. But watching one of your videos, gave me this feeling that you would be a good consultant. Here's a message. That was a sign that I asked God for, and He gave me that sign. And the next thing is she asked, well, what's the link? I'll try make payments. And I was like, oh, chill. Something I was not prepared for, something. And immediately I went to Seller, created account, sent her link, and she paid. And lo and behold, today I'm giving you this good news. She will be launching a website very soon. We chatted before this video, and she was telling me she had had this idea since 2019. That even her sisters would be like, this is your business idea. When is it? When are you going to do it? And I'm saying she's so glad, she's so happy right now. She's super excited that she shared the news with me. I remember when we first spoke, and now the mindset is different. It's different. She said something to me today that she did something and she's glad she's able to do it because she's learning from it. I said, yes, that is the spirit. I am glad that you used me in helping someone in achieving her dream. And I'm glad I'm part of the journey, which in return, she has inspired me to take that bold step, to step into my light, into that calling, and allow it to manifest in my life. So, here is me today, Bukola Biola Moleye, a business coach. I'm not just a regular business consultant. I'm not just about strategies. I'm about your mindset. Because when you have the right mindset, you'll be able to work on your strategies. Without great mindsets, strategies might not work. I'm your business coach and therapist. That's your go-to person that will help you have the right mindset. This is me. I am glad today that I am stepping into the light. And again, working with her has, inspired me to take a bold step in writing my first book, my first ebook called Entrepreneurial Drive. Entrepreneurial Drive is a great book that I would advise whether you're a startup, you're struggling in your business, to read. You need to read this book. And if you're the type that's you're still, finding it difficult to know what you're passionate about, or you know what you're passionate about, but you're refusing to accept it, or you don't even know what it is, you need to read this book. Because this book, I poured my heart into it. It's part of my experience, my struggle. This book is a reflection of my experience, how I am, navigating the business world, the mindset, the traits I need to develop, and the step I took, in finding this passion of mine. Because this is something I'm telling you about, even though I got my first paid clients, something I've been doing over the years for free. I've had friends, family that will just call me from, oh, Bukola, I want to start this business. What do you think I should do? Where do I start from? My friends from the US, from everywhere. I am that go-to person that people will call for, for advice about business, directions on where they want to, what they need to do. Last week I organized my first group coaching session. And the next day, even though there were people that reached out to me as well, like I can say, like God has just been showing me signs in different ways. These were people that reached out to me by themselves. And the next day, after the coaching session, the next day I had one of them sent me, what she was able to do just from, the session that we had. And she wrote, "You're a good teacher." That is another sign. So guys, I present to you your business coach and your business therapist. If you're going through any kind of thing, you're struggling to start your business, You have this great idea, you don't know who to talk to, because that is sometimes always the problem. In one of my conversation with my clients, she was telling me that her sisters were, at the point they will ask her, this your idea. When are you going to do it? When are you going to start it? That she's so excited that when she sent them, a website, that they were wowed, they were surprised. They're like, wow, at last. I could feel the excitement, from her messages. Now, I have so many stories. I will be sharing more stories on how I have been able to, what I needed to do, apart from her reaching out to me, and things I needed to do, to reach the conclusion that yes, this is it. This is what God has planned for me. This is the calling. Because at one point in time, I find myself helping people, especially business owners. Don't come to me. Don't tell me about you having one idea. Oh my God. I want to push you. Not even business ideas alone. Don't tell me you want to do something. I am that person. So this is the calling. I am that person you want to talk to. Both young, both old. Countless of people that I've met. I'm like, oh, thank you. You're so inspiring. Strangers, even customers that, come to buy things from me. I had one customer some times ago. I went for a pop-up. She bought things with her. She came with her husband. After buying, one conversation led to another thing. And we got talking about entrepreneurship. And at the end of the conversation, she was like, please, you need to start a channel. And I promise you, I will support you. You need a channel for yourself where you inspire, young entrepreneurs, startups, because they need to hear people like you talk. Like the second day, I received a message from her saying she's ready to support me, that anytime I'm ready to start my channel. So I've seen the sign several times. So what are you passionate about? What is that thing that keeps you alive? What is that thing that makes you happy when you think about it? Stop suppressing it. Let it come to the surface. And if you don't know what you're passionate about, then please download this book. Download Entrepreneurial Drive. I had a review from a customer that bought the book. And she was like, as I started reading it, I could feel, I could feel it in my soul. I think that is the one gift God has given me, that when I talk to you, you will feel it in your soul. You will feel it in your spirit. I had so many of those steps I needed to take, which is in this book as well, Entrepreneurial Drive. You need to read this book. I had to, take those steps to reach this conclusion, to say, yes, this is me. This is who I am. The coach, the teacher. I've been teaching all my life, like at every point in my life, be it my colleagues, kids, friends, I teach. And there has been no one that I've ever taught that would say, I'm a bad teacher. I've always had, good compliments from people. I'll be sharing more videos of, finding my passion. And I'm glad I'm stepping into this light. I am stepping into this path. So I present to you your business coach and therapist once again. Download this book and book a session with me. I promise you that at the end of our session together, you won't regret it. No one had ever regretted, either paid or unpaid. They would always have something to take away from our sessions together. So, are you going to be the next person? And if you are that person that you're still struggling to find your passion, you don't even know what your passion is, download Entrepreneurial Drive and read it. There's a part there that says finding your passion. Or you don't have confidence in what you're doing, you need to read this book. You need to build your confidence level. You need to know how to build your perseverance. You need to read this book. Kindly subscribe to our Tenacity Zone with Bukola.